guys. This is the unfortunate reality of the world that we live in today. Oh yeah. You can be speaking with people on such a good level. You could think nothing's wrong. You could think, this person's cool, this person's chill, whatever. And the same person you were speaking with is just doing nothing but clowning you behind your back, making a complete fool out of you, talking mad shit. All because you're focused on your own life. You continuously grow as a person. And these fake, spineless snakes are doing nothing but clowning you behind your back. Some of these individuals would never do that, but some will, so you have to be careful. The people I trust, and I want you guys to see where I'm coming from when I say this, the people I trust the most and the people you guys should trust the most in life are the ones that are the busiest, because busy people are people who win. Busy people are productive. Busy people work very, very hard. They don't have time to do those things. They don't have time to be putting other people's names in their mouths, clowning other people, hating on other people, doing all these things. We're here to expose this. Unfortunately, people that aren't so busy, people that have a whole lot of free time on their hands, seems to be the problem. It seems to be what they do. They're the same people that keep up with the Joneses. They want to know what everybody else is doing. You should not trust people like that at all. They're stuck in everybody else's business, seeing what everyone else is doing with their lives. That is horseshit. You don't want to be doing that. I don't follow a whole lot of people on social media. I deleted my social media whenever I finished high school, my Facebook. Deleted it completely. Unfriended everybody. Because I knew how fake it was. I made a new one on Instagram. I got an Instagram. I don't follow a lot of people. For those of you that follow my Instagram, it's in the description box if you want to follow me. But you will see for yourself that I don't follow a whole lot of people compared to how many people, majority of people do follow. That's because I'm not keeping up with the Joneses. I'm not. Where I come from, I might follow 60, 70 people. And there's some pretty good people where I come from. There's some solid people where I come from. And that's a very little amount compared to how many people follow other people in this world. I probably follow about 350 other accounts across the world. People who I look up to, people who I learn from, people that are similar to myself, people that have similar goals, have achieved certain things, people that are very impressive in this world. You can follow, that's the beautiful thing about social media, you can follow whoever you want. It doesn't have to be toxic. Everyone has this bad taste on social media. Oh, it's so toxic. It can be toxic. 100%. But that's kind of on you if that's your viewpoint on it. You have to eliminate certain things. And you could be the type of person, like the last video I just did, you might not be for everybody yourself. Some people might look at you and think, oh, you're toxic, because their reality does not mix with yours. So you're kind of a threat to that person, so they see you, even though it's not true, they just see you as toxic because you threaten their own reality. You challenge them in some way. So you shouldn't take it personal if people don't want to follow you as well. It is what it is. I follow a whole bunch of people who don't follow me back. A whole bunch of people follow me who I don't follow back. It's not personal. You relate to who you relate to. You know who you know. You don't know who you don't know. It is what it is. So if you have social media, keep things non-toxic. You don't want things toxic. People complain about how toxic social media is while following all these crazy accounts that makes them feel bad. Why would you do that to yourself? I do not understand. It's the worst shit you could do. Makes no sense. I've had people that I literally hung out with here and there that unfollow me on social media, and I continue to see the person. It is what it is. I looked at them and I said, it's not personal. They didn't have anything against me. They just felt the need to unfollow me on social media. It was a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. This happened like last summer, I'm pretty sure, near the beginning of summer. But they saw things on my account that they didn't like. They saw my drive, my ambition, my no-nonsense mentality. They're probably the type of person that likes to manipulate people, and I know that person for what they are. There might be a part of them that's kind of good, that could be a fun person. There's a part of them where they might be manipulative, they might be a sucker. And that's the truth. So I didn't take it personal. No one should. It is what it is. I didn't follow that person either. There's just certain things some people's going to see that they don't like. If you like truth, if you like no nonsense attitudes, it's the attitudes we have here. You're going to like this channel. You're going to like my social media. Because we ain't taking shit from nobody. We do things the right way, the correct way. A lot of people in this world are entitled. A lot of people in this world lack accountability and just think they can do whatever they want, no consequences. I don't stand for that because there's no structure. It's a mess. You end up with a lot of fake people in your life. I kind of been that way a little bit when I was in high school because everything's just weird. Everyone's acting cool, everyone's all over the place. You might have friends here and there, but you're going to realize that those friends that you even had here and there are not even your real friends because everything's just kind of weird. So having a no-nonsense attitude is probably the realest that you can get. We mean every single thing we do, we say, we speak. Our actions speak for itself. Through real actions in life, for what we do on a daily basis, through our words, through everything. I don't think you should take everybody's words for what they say in this world, because like I said, not everybody has that no-nonsense attitude. For them people to speak, and for you to listen to what they have to say, don't take that shit on board. Do not do that. And those are people I do not follow. I like disciplined people. I like people who can have some structure to their life instead of just being all over the place. They have goals, they have ambitions, they have destinations to get to. They're busy people. Like I said, those are people you can trust. Busy people. They're the least hateful people on the planet. People that are hating are sitting back, wishing they would do this, wishing they would do that, but they're never doing it. Watching what everybody else is doing, hating. There's haters everywhere, bro. I've talked to some people from this channel that I was cool with for a second, and they turned out to be a hater. They were talking shit about me to other people. Other people would come and tell me. And it did not surprise me at all. I've been through it all. I've had best friends that turned their backs on me in the past. You think I'm going to be surprised by some random person I've never even met in person turn on me? No. I'm not taking offense. It is what it is. You are now blocked. I don't care. I remove you from my existence. Past people that I used to be friends with. None of them. None of them exist. Maybe one or two max that I've never had any beef with, no problems with. We just took different paths in life. If we see each other, we definitely hit it up. Be a good conversation. But we're both busy doing different things. As for a lot of other people, you might be more successful than they are. You might have took a path that's just harder than what they've taken. So they decide to turn. They decide to get jealous and envious and take the turn that they took. Kind of stabbed you in the back. All because you're showing them up. That's the way they see it. It's not how you see it. That's the way they see it. You're doing what you do. You're not even thinking about nobody when you're doing what you do. You're just getting better. They see it as a threat. They see you as a threat. The haters are going to hate. And most of the time it's going to be the people that used to be closest to you. You'll be lucky if a few of them don't. Those are some real people right there. You probably knew them your whole life. You leveled up today to as far as you leveled up. You accomplished quite a bit. And they're still on board with you. They're still not hating on you. Those are people, I'm telling you guys now, they will never turn. They will never turn their back on you. I'm telling you that right now. Never. They would have already done it. They would have already exposed their true nature. But they haven't done it yet. They never will. You could become the next Elon Musk of the world. They're not going to turn their backs on you. I can promise you that. And it's rare to find stuff like that nowadays, but it can exist. And if it does, take my word for it, they'll never turn their back on you. It would have already happened. When you make big changes and people still keep that same energy, they still respect you, you can be certain those people are not going to turn their backs on you. And that's a good thing. Beware of the snakes that don't keep that same energy. When you're changing and they want to start acting to you right different, and they almost want to block you and block your blessings and try to like boss you around or try to act bigger or better than you because you're just, they think it's an act on your end. When you actually have become that, they want to start to get in their ego space and literally act like they're better than you, when you know for a fact that's not who they are. You're authentically a lot better because of the work you put in. They're in their ego space because you've reached higher heights. I know a lot of people like that as well. Don't trust them. Do not trust them. They are bad news. There's some people in this world too that do not want you to think highly about yourself. You don't have to go around telling everybody how highly you think of yourself. But it's what you think of you. There's some people that don't want you to think that highly about yourself. They're the ones telling you that you have an ego, you have this, you have that, when you've actually done the work and become probably your greatest self. And they want to talk down on you as if you're not even who you are and you don't have the right to think that highly about yourself. These people are jokes. These people are dark spirited people. And I don't trust them. They're the same people that turn their back on me. The exact same people. When they spoke to just me, they acted right nice and stuff like that. Behind the scenes, they're calling me names. Behind the scenes, they're flipping their gums. Your haters are clowning you behind your back. That's the whole point of this video, and it's nothing but the truth. There's things I've heard in the past, guys, especially in the start of my journeys. The first 2 years, by far the worst. First 1, 2, 3 years, by far the worst. The things I've heard from other people, man, that's what got me so isolated. Because I was still around certain people, certain friends, and one by one, I started getting less and less over time. Because this person was telling what this person was saying, and this person was telling what this person was saying, and it was driving me fucking nuts. I literally started to get mad. I literally started to get pissed. I literally wanted to go after these people. Everything at that point was just pissing me off, because these are people I grew up around, man. You don't say things like that to people you grew up around and knew for a very long time, just because they're making such great progress. You don't do that. And they were doing it to me, and I was getting pissed. I just remember the time. I was 19, 20-ish at the time. Coming on to the end of 18 years old, 19, 20-ish, right around that time. People were talking mad shit. I was getting pissed. And I mean pissed. It's that small town syndrome. I was still in my hometown at the time. I no longer am. I'm in a much better city. I'm in a much better town right now. And it's still not the best in the world, but it's a lot better. And I just wanted to get these people, man. I wanted to. And I would let it get to me. I let it seep in. And I wanted to do something about every little thing that was said about me. I wanted to prove them wrong. I wanted to prove a point. I wanted to call them out. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. You can't do that, man. You gotta block these motherfuckers. You gotta get away from these people. They're toxic. They're abusive. They're nuts. They're stalking your life. That's why I always say it. It's a very real thing. They watch every move you make. They have something to say about it. They have all these excuses as to why you did what you did. You gain a little bit of muscle. Oh, he's doing steroids. As if you weren't already jacked to begin with. Before I even got hardcore into the gym, I was already jacked. I was already a muscly dude. I was already playing high-level sports. And the fact that I got into the gym took my diet 3 times more serious. Probably more than 3 times more serious, because I was still eating like deep fried chicken fingers, just whatever. Fries, just whatever, all the time. Still jacked. I started investing in like 3 times the amount of money into my diet. I was spending like $1,000 to like $1,300 a month at that time on food, supplements, stuff like that, natural supplements, protein powders, creatines. Eating perfect. Still living at home, getting help with food, having food cooked for me. Meal plans done, meal plans ready. Like, I took it to the extreme because I was super motivated at that time to build the best physique I could have. Everyone's throwing these things on your name. You grow a little bit of muscle. Oh, he's doing steroids. Everyone's slandering your name. You're the worst person in the world because you're showing these losers up. They are clowning you behind your back. You could do anything. People will come up with anything to just discredit you. Anything. You start making a lot of money, oh, he just thinks he's so good. Mr. Richie Rich. All these things, man. It's all toxic behaviors on their ends. You want nothing to do with these people. You're doing good for yourself. You're doing good for your life. You're staying in your own lane, in your own zone. And they do all these bad things to you. Trying to bring you down. That's why you can't get around these people. That's why I completely got rid of my social media that had all these types of people on it. I literally deleted everybody. Deleted, deactivated my Facebook account. I blocked all these people, all their numbers. Did not get around nobody. Stayed in my lane, did my own thing. And I'm pretty sure at this time I had like less than a handful of friends that I would get around, because these people weren't around a bunch of those types of people. There was usually a point in my life where I did have kind of less than like a handful of friends. And there was times where I went a couple of years and never talked to many people at all. I'm the type of person I can make friends very easily with just about anybody. I am a pretty likable person in the real world, in real life. I can make friends with just about anybody, if I want to. But it's on me. It's my decision if I want to. Because I don't trust a lot of people. I just don't. Because of my past, because of what I've seen, because of my experience in life. The better you do, the less you're going to trust people. Because they are snakes. They will turn their backs. They will clown your ass behind your back to make you look like the worst person ever. And when you hear things like that about yourself, and not only hearing these things about yourself, but who's saying it, it can be very hurtful when you knew these people forever and they turn on you like this. Very hurtful, especially when you're still kind of a younger kid and it's your first time dealing with this kind of stuff. It's next level shit, man, I'm telling you. It's not easy to go through. It's like equivalent to going through bad breakups with like a girl you really cared about, or if you're a girl, a guy you really cared about. It does damage, man. It hurts. That's why you gotta block. Like you block your ex. If it was toxic, things went bad. You gotta forget, man. You gotta forget. You gotta move on. You gotta run those miles. You gotta move on with yourself and your life. I had to have an incredible amount of strength within me to do the things I've done and not stoop down to what all was going on at the time. I really did it. I really, really did it. And I encourage everybody to do the same thing. You don't need any of those people. And if they're doing that, they're not the type of people you want to be around, period. They are the clowns. They're trying to clown you behind your back. They're trying to do all those things. You have to get yourself out of those situations, man, and really move on. I don't care if you have 0 friends. Those are the type of things I had to do. And it's so worth it. It's like they're setting you up to just leave you just high and dry, man. They set you up to fail. They think you're going to fail. They think you need them. And the funny thing is, when you prove them wrong, they want to come back all of a sudden. It's the most toxic shit ever. I can't stress enough how horrible it is. It's horrible. I would never do that to another human being. That's almost as low as you can go, man. That is abandonment at its finest. It's like a delusional ex who abandons you so bad and thinks they can just come back whenever they want. Because now they feel the need to do it for whatever reason. It's equivalent to that. It's a hard no. Don't ever let those people back in your life. That's who they really are. The fake mutts that they are. They are the clowns. So, chosen ones, stay on your path and purpose. Do not fold. Do not break. Do not bend.